Hi, Pisces. You feeling a little forgotten? So I didn't forget to do your reading. I still have 4 other signs that need their readings as well as yours. So, yes, it's late. Why is your reading late? Well, I had some family personal things that I had to get done. And I guess you can't even really say you had to get done. I had to get it done. I had to go to Florida for my aunt's memorial service because she passed away in August. And then I ended up having a terrible migraine for like 3 or 4 days. So I wasn't able to work the way that I wanted to. Being a Virgo, which is just opposite of Pisces, and it's Virgo season, it's been extremely difficult for me to not be on schedule. Like, beating myself up pretty badly for it. And then I have one of my very favorite signs kind of beating me up as well because I haven't done their reading yet. Because I'm trying to do readings in order of the signs from the season. Yes, I did Taurus and Aries first because Taurus had over 50,000 views. That kind of prompted me to get their reading done pretty quickly. So, if you're feeling very left out, I apologize for that, but it was not intentional. And the thing is, the reason why you're feeling really left out right now is because you feel all of these really big energies approaching you, and you're not entirely sure what to do with it. And this Virgo new moon, the Virgo new moon can tend to be a little strict. We had your full moon at the end of August, and that was, we were really able to release a lot of built-up pressure with your full moon. Now we're in Virgo season. It's the Virgo new moon coming up. The Virgo new moon can be extremely strict for a Pisces energy to deal with. And the reason why I say that is because Virgo is really strict. The thing is you guys can pull off of that energy very easily, like very easily. And now I'm going to show you these cards. They like all came out while I was talking to you. Judgment and Death and the 8 of Pentacles. These 3 cards together, like literally are telling the story of it's time to no longer, there are things that need to end in order for you to rebuild in a very solid way. And the universe is literally saying it's time. And I think that a lot of Pisces are really stressed out by that energy of, oh my God, I have to end things. And you already know that you have to do it. You've been feeling that nudge. The thing is once everything is ended, and it could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with, but more than anything, I feel like it's just kind of the ending of things. And that's scary. Like you're not really wanting to end whatever it is. The thing is right behind it, you get to build something much more stable. And much more solid. You know what I mean? I know that stable and solid, it's kind of the same word. But it's not as watery. It's not as emotional. This is something that you can count on. This is something that's going to last. And it can either be with a Scorpio or you're having to leave a Scorpio behind. Whatever it means to you, whatever the situation is that you know deep within that needs to end, there's something right behind it that's really, really good that you get to build on. And that's kind of freaking you out a little bit, right? And then we have, this is what the Virgo new moon is doing to you. It's forcing a lot of really hard work to happen. And it's like, when am I going to get a break? Well, the energy will lift and you will get a break. But Virgo season is hard. It's hard on everyone. It's hard on Virgos specifically because it is all about the harvest. It's all about working really hard and getting things done and taking care of business. And it's the end of the summer and we're moving into fall. And you guys, you know, I mean, you want to be able to have fun and you want to be able to, you know, have that prosperity. And that's the thing, is all the hard work, the prosperity is right behind it. I want you to be really ultra aware with the Six of Pentacles where you're putting your energy in. If you are using your energy in a way that is depleting it and it's not bringing this prosperity, then that is what is having, that's what you have to end in order to rebuild something. And you're working really hard to get to that point. But I think that there's a confusion of, am I supposed to really let this go? Am I supposed to keep moving forward? I'm not really sure what direction I'm going in. The universe has been nudging you, and that nudge is your intuition. And I want you to really listen to it right now, because I kind of feel like with this Virgo new moon, you are going to have a lot of heightened intuition moments. And there will be more clarity towards the middle of September, right? Let's clarify these, and then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. I do feel with Judgment here, this is something that has been coming on for quite some time, and really needing to like direct your attention to it right now is kind of frustrating for you. Like, you don't really want to. I kind of feel like you're trying to shy away from it. And the thing is it has to, you know, yeah, you're trying to shy away from it pretty big with, because there you are, the Hanged Man, Pisces, right? I feel like you need to look at this in a different way. Kind of see it in a different way. That's what the Hanged Man does. You guys are really good at enlightening yourselves, illuminating yourselves, and looking at things in a different way. You already know the reason why you don't want to do this is because you don't want to be alone. The endings are hard during Virgo season, and that's what happens. We evaluate, we reevaluate and assess in Virgo season what needs to stay and what needs to go. What's going to benefit us for the next year? What is it about the harvest that's going to, yeah, you like my shirt, savage? Because that's what I'm feeling like. You guys are really savage right now. I've had, I don't know, so many Pisces email me and ask me where the reading is and say, why are we last? You're not last. In fact, you haven't been last for months, because I know for a fact last month you weren't last either, because I did all the mutable signs together, and Virgo's a mutable sign, and I did that one early too. It just feels like you guys are, because you guys feel very left out right now. And it's because you're having to end things with people and situations in your life that are making you feel very, very alone and feel very, very left out. But again, looking at this in a different way and seeing that you're actually making space for the universe to bring something in for you to make much more stable than it has been. It's time to recognize the blessings behind all of those anxious, I'm going to be alone forever feelings. Because you're not going to be alone forever. You're not. I mean, you guys love too hard and too deeply to be alone forever. And the thing is whatever it was that you were in was not stable enough for you to stay in anyways. And that's why it's being removed from your life. And either you're going to remove it, or the universe is going to bring the Tower energy in and remove it for you. So let's see what this Eight of Pentacles is. What is the stability? It's okay to question what direction you want to go in, but it's not okay to project onto other people when you're feeling anxious and making them feel like it's their fault or their problem that you're feeling the way that you're feeling, right? And I'm not throwing shade at you because I know that's what Virgo season is doing to you. It's making you feel extremely anxious because this is not an energy that you guys do well. You don't do Virgo analyzing, Virgo anxiety, Virgo workhorse. You don't do that well. You guys feel more than Virgos do, right? So when it's Virgo season, it gets very, very anxious for you. It's okay to not know exactly what this stability is that you're building. It's okay to not know exactly what direction with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. It's okay to not really know all the details. But because this season will force you to feel like you need to know all the details before you make a decision, that's where the fear comes in. That's where the anxiety comes in. That's where the hurt and the pain comes in, right? So it's asking you to find a lot of strength. You could have a Leo in your life that is helping you on this path. It's a big burden to feel what you guys are feeling right now. It is the heaviness. I was taking my kids to school this morning and thinking, I'm going to do the Pisces reading first thing, before I get any of my personal readings done, which I'm I'm a day behind on personal readings. So, you guys are really not last, by the way. I'm not, again, this is not all about throwing shade at you. I just feel like I know you guys think that everybody has forgotten about you, and that's just simply not the case. You're going to find a lot of strength in being by yourself. And I know that can, you guys can do by yourself really, really well. Four of Swords. The Four of Swords to me is the minor arcana of the Hanged Man. It's about cutting ties with the idea of the way you think things are supposed to go and looking at things in a different way while you're meditating, while you're just hanging out, taking some time, resting, and this is where you're going to draw your strength from. It's and the thing is you're I don't want to be alone. That's the thing. That's why I don't want to end the thing that I'm doing, because I don't want to feel alone anymore. I don't want to feel lost in the shuffle. And if you take control of that and you build your strength off of being alone instead of feeling like you're being lost in the shuffle, there's a big difference there. If you get your strength from feeling, having your alone time and getting your strength from that, that's completely different than being lonely. Does that make sense? The Ten of Wands. Let's see what the Ten of Wands is. It's they want to come out, but they don't want to come out. I know that it feels like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders right now, because of all of these endings that have to happen, but you're headed towards so much abundance and happiness with the Ten of Cups. And if you take control and you build your strength off of the alone time that you really desperately need right now, that Ten of Cups is going to seem much easier to get to than if you depend on somebody else to bring it to you. Because you're working hard to get there, and with that is where the abundance lies. That's where the clarity and the prosperity lies, is because knowing that you made that Ten of Cups yourself and you didn't depend on somebody else to do it. In fact, you got rid of the people that were making you feel like the Ten of Swords, and you yourself brought that Ten of Cups to you. That's empowerment. And I know, again, it's very anxious to think about that. How can I make myself happy? How can I make my own bliss, right? Well, you just do. The Queen of Cups on the Sun, there you are, loud and proud. And that's where the healing is, too. The sun is a very healing energy. And if you have to spend alone time outside in the sun, right? So whatever it is that you have to have fall by the wayside, remember to continue to keep that energy really balanced out within you with the Six of Pentacles, because you want to make sure that you are giving to others in a way that you're not depleting yourself, because you're trying to keep all of this strength up to find that 10 of Cups, to get to that 10 of Cups, and you've been working so hard to get there, and you don't want to slip back into anxiety because you start doing for other people and you stop doing for yourself. Libra season is going to be much more fun. Virgo season is about the hard work, but it's also a very anxious time of year for a lot of signs. The water signs don't do very well in Virgo season. Not because you guys don't work hard, but because it's a different kind of work. Virgo season is where you have to, like, Virgos harvest things, right? Here's this. It's so funny because I think a lot of Pisces really don't like Virgos, which is, it's just very interesting because I find a lot of strength within you guys, just kind of feeding off of the fact that you are just opposite of Virgo and you are a sister sign. For me, I'm able to feed off of your energy a lot, but you guys just do not do well with the Virgo energy sometimes, especially during this time of year. So I kind of want to say, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't go into that Virgo analytical, oh my God, am I doing everything the right way kind of thought process. Like, really rein yourself in a little bit, because you don't want to become diminished. Also, if you're giving to an earth sign, or an earth sign is taking more from you than they deserve, really, really watch where you're placing your energies. Really, really watch that. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. So that's interesting. I actually saw this before. The Eight of Cups, the Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, the Magician, and there's the Hermit. So you really are moving away from conflict in your life, but you're not extremely happy about it. So the Eight of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Five of Swords. This is moving away from the internal and external conflict in your life. And I feel like drawing strength from within, and while you're meditating or just spending some time by yourself, just up until Libra season. And then, because this is really, you're so worried about, am I going to be alone? Will I be able to find somebody? You know, Nine of Swords and the Two of Cups. You want this relationship so badly that it was hard to let go of your past relationships or this past person. It was really hard to let go because you want this so badly. And the thing is you're like, well, when is it my day? When is this coming in? So manifest during Virgo season. Manifest in the way that a Virgo would. Both of these are the Virgo cards. The Magician is ruled by Mercury and the Hermit is Virgo. So the way that a Virgo will manifest, it's by the doing nature. It's by, I'm going to live my life in a way where I'm healing others and I'm doing for others. But I'm not going to get so wrapped up in it that I use the emotional side of things, and then things just start to happen. It's like we take the steps that we're supposed to be taking in order to get the thing, to do the thing. And I feel like if you were to pull on that Virgo quality of just being quiet and recalibrating yourself and kind of making this a time of contemplation, quiet contemplation. During Libra season, 3 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Star, there will be celebrations and healing. Possibly the earth sign grows up and sees the kind of person that you really are. Could be a Virgo that you are dealing with, and that's why there's like so much of this Virgo energy. But also just remember, with the Virgo new moon, it's very hard on Pisces sometimes to be in that Virgo energy. It really is. So, yeah, I'm sorry that it's late. Believe me, I'm beating myself up more than anybody could beat me up for having late readings. Every time readings are late, especially during this season when I'm supposed to be providing the harvest for everyone, and I'm just not able to because there were life circumstances that got in the way. I do hope that you guys have a wonderful September. It looks like towards the end of September, things are going to look so much brighter than they have, right? You could have some Aquarius friends that are like, you know, let's go do things. Let's go celebrate. Let's go have a really good time in Libra season. I do feel like there's a little bit of regret with the 5 of Cups and disappointment. But I think that you guys, with pulling from that inner strength that you have and meditating and keeping your mind open to the possibilities that things were supposed to end in order for new things to build and begin again, right? All right, my dear, my dears, I love you guys so much. I really, really do. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm lecturing you. I'm very, tunnel visioned right now. So, reading, if it felt like I wasn't really connecting with you very much, it's because I really am, having to focus on one thing at a time. That's just my Virgo qualities right now. So, I love you guys so much. And I really, 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 really hope you're having a good September. And I will try to get to your reading just as quick as I possibly can for the second half. But until then, have a really, really great beginning of September. I love you guys.